Hey everyone and welcome back to a new video. My name is Anna if you have never been on my channel, and yesterday I filmed a video called 10 things I'm not buying in 2024. If you want to save money, obviously it does make sense to think of the things you don't want to purchase, but I think it also makes sense to really think about what you do want to invest your money into. And I've written down 10 things here that I do plan to purchase in 2024. Okay, let's start with number one, which is a coffee machine. So I'm a really big coffee drinker, and over the last years, if you haven't following me yet, I've been living abroad in a few different countries. I lived in London, I lived in Ireland at some point, now I live in New Zealand. It was never something that I at the time thought was a good investment. And I've now come to this point in my life where I had a few different Nespresso machines, and I think Nespresso machines are really lovely, really convenient, fast. You just put the capsule in and it's ready to go, but they're also just not the best for the environment. And as I'm drinking coffee so much and it's really something I truly love, I've decided that this year, fingers crossed, I would like to invest in a nice coffee machine. The next thing on my list is my wardrobe. I've literally just done a massive wardrobe declutter and got rid of so many things. A lot of the clothes I still had in my wardrobe were clothes that I bought in my early 20s, or some of them, I don't even want to say it, I bought in school. Just saying, I'm 29 years old, so I haven't been in school for a very long time. So it was just about time to get rid of them. And nowadays I have a much simpler wardrobe. I love this kind of like capsule wardrobe concept, but all of the clothes I had, they were perfectly fine, but it just didn't fit into my new style. So this year I said it's time to sort out my wardrobe, get rid of everything that is just not me anymore, and replace them with items that are more classic and are just truly items I feel comfortable and myself in. And kind of sticking with the same theme, the next point on my list is simple jewelry. And again, I have a lot of jewelry that is super loud and bold and colorful, and it's just not me anymore. So this year I want to focus on high quality jewelry that lasts me a really long time, and jewelry that is more simple, that can work with each other. I love stacking different rings, but all of my rings are super not colorful, but so different and unique in their own design that they just don't really work with each other. But moving forward, the jewelry I'm going to purchase is going to be more simple and classic and chic, and things that also work with my new wardrobe. Next up on my list is quite an expensive item, which is the Dyson airwrap. And I did say in my video about 10 things I'm not going to purchase, that I won't purchase trendy items. And the Dyson airwrap obviously is a trending item. I've always been quite unhappy with the way my hair looks naturally. It's just super straight, sleek, long, and it's not really what I want for my hair. I've tried round brushes, I just can't get the hang of them with a round brush and a hairdryer. It just doesn't work for me. I'm now using a straightener to curl my hair, which is obviously not really healthy, and for the look that I want to achieve, the Dyson airwrap is exactly what I want. I tried everything else that's available to achieve the same look, but I just can't get it. As I said, I've put a lot of thought behind this, and that will definitely be something that I'd love to get in 2024. Staying with expensive items, number 5 on my list is a MacBook. And a MacBook is something that's gonna hurt me a lot when I purchase it, because it's incredibly expensive. It's really painful how much money you have to spend for a MacBook. For the last, I think, 9 years, I had a Microsoft Surface, which worked quite well. But in my current job, about a year ago, I got a MacBook to work with. I was blown away. I initially was quite skeptical and was like, oh, I don't want to have an Apple product. I'm Microsoft. I have to admit, it is brilliant. It works so well. Even for video editing, for example, I halved my time in video editing. So the reason for me to get a MacBook is also an investment in my own time, because my computer is so slow in comparison. And I'm definitely gonna buy it in New Zealand as well, because I found that Apple products in New Zealand are significantly cheaper than when you buy them in Europe. Next up on my list are Bridgewater mugs. This might sound a little bit weird, but I have a low-key obsession with mugs, and I really try to reduce buying mugs. This year I only bought one set of simple mugs when we moved into this flat. I didn't buy any other ones, but Bridgewater is a brand that I really fell in love with over the last, I would say, like 2 years when I lived in London. And those mugs are just perfect. I love the way they look. They are collectible because they all have different prints in them. They have the perfect size. It's probably just a really random thing on my list, but it's just something that makes me happy. And sometimes I want to buy things purely because they bring me joy and make me happy. Number 7 on my list is education. As an adult, you start your career and then I feel like you just follow this one path and you educate yourself more and more and more about just this one subject. And in my case, I work in digital marketing, so I learn a lot about marketing. I learn a lot about company consulting, which is also super interesting, but I would actually like to learn something completely different as well that has nothing to do with my work, which is real estate. So real estate is something that I always found really interesting. So I would really love to invest a little bit of money into some real estate courses. I can get some certifications. So that is something I would really like to do, and potentially, I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it as a career or as a side hustle at some point. And I feel like people get so stuck into their path that they can't really think outside the box to learn something different and something new. And I'm trying to push myself this year to do something completely different. Back to materialistic things. I would like to invest into an L-shaped couch. Okay, so hear me out. I know in my 10 things I do not want to buy, I said I do not want to invest in investment furniture. An L-shaped couch definitely, I'd say, is more of an investment furniture piece. I'm still sticking to the point that I do not want to fill my flat with loads of expensive investment furniture. I always have these type of couches, which are just like those long couches, and I hate them. They are nice to look at and they're nice to just sit down, but I'm someone, I want to have a big comfy couch where I can put my feet up. It even comes to the point now where instead of lying on the couch, I lie on the bed because I find it more comfortable. So for me, it just brings a lot of value to my life to have a good, comfortable couch. Again, something I've thought about for a very long time. Number 9 on my list is travel. So travel is something I love to invest money in. A lot of money that I save, I would then put into travel and experiences. I think experiences and traveling is so important to develop as a person, to learn about new countries and cultures. So this year we've actually already planned where we want to go on holiday. So in March and April we would like to travel to Japan, and I'm also turning 30 in March, so it's kind of a birthday present for myself. So if you have any recommendations, please leave them down below. Nick and I are constantly sending each other reels on Instagram of places we want to go to. I think we've already bookmarked like 50 ramen places. We can't even go to that many places. And then number 10 is a pet. Probably the most exciting thing on my list. I do not know if it's gonna happen. I hope it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say what it's gonna be. I didn't have a pet since I literally moved out from home when I was 19, which is over 10 years ago now. And I really miss having a pet. We have our neighbor's cat visiting us every now and then, and we're so happy every time she comes around. It's just something, I feel like it's just missing to make our home complete. Those are my 10 things I would like to invest my money into in 2024. I think it's really important when you do cut back on your lifestyle and you save money that you also need to have a reason to save your money for, if that makes sense. I kind of want to be motivated by, okay, I'm not going to go out for dinner this time, or I'm not going to buy a takeaway coffee because I want to put my money towards an L-shaped couch or whatever else you want to have. So it's always good to have something that motivates you to actually save money. So it's really good to write those things down and then see how you can achieve it and see how you can save for them. I hope you found this video helpful or interesting, and if there's anything you want to purchase, then please put it down into the comments. I'd love to read about it. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet and you do enjoy watching my videos, I'd love you to do that as well. And otherwise, I hope you have a really good day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!